We will now go across to the chairman and managing director of a popular beverage, Rasna. Mr. Piruz Khambatta now joins us with his sense on the kind of weather that we're talking about, and as a company, what are the kind of summer sales that they're anticipating. Mr. Khambatta, hi, thank you so much for joining us. As we were talking to IMD, there is a suggestion of an early onset of monsoon. There also is a heat wave days in this year. It's going to be a longer summer as well. How is Rasna looking at this development?
What we have seen is it becomes too much hot, then it starts raining also. So because for me, what is not important is how much heat. For us, what much important is how long the summer lasts. Because what happens is, unlike, let us say, ice cream or a soft drink, which is basically you put in your mouth and just finish it, a pack of Rasna probably lasts 20-30 serves. So a typical man will probably buy it at the beginning of the season, let us say February, early March, then probably will consume it second round April, third round May, fourth round June. Now, obviously, if this season sort of sets, the winter monsoon season sets in early, my third round or the fourth round go away. So for me, at least in a powder concentrate, not for me, also for all dilutables who are in bottles and me, what is important is how long the summer runs. So we only hope the summer runs longer, more important than the heat, if you ask me. But luckily, as of now, the going has been quite positive. And the fact that the Holi and the Ramadan also have come back to back also has helped in generating a very good primary sales in terms of the loading the market. Now, let us see that the offtake also sort of, keeps the same steady state.
All right. So it sounds good for you right now, the weather that is. But how is the Indian beverage market size looking like to you right now? What kind of growth have you seen? And how would you look at the current industry trends going forward?
When I talk of beverages, I can talk of beverages right from milk drinks to water to aerated drinks to juices. Second, I can talk of the dilutables. Third, I can talk of the powders and concentrates. My belief is that if you ask me on a very top-note level, beverages in this country is definitely growing. People are going to more towards, what I call packed beverages. And the truth is that even if you see the Niti Aayog release some figures of the consumption in the villages, and the only thing which has grown in double digits, you might have noticed, Manisha, is the beverages, even in rural India, even in the lower middle class. So definitely beverages are growing and will keep on growing. Now, as we evolve, the categories are also evolving. There was a time in which the aerated waters were the ruling the whole sort of game. They were the highest growth. Now people don't trust. They believe there are health issues in them. Then there are issues of sustainability. Bottles require a lot of transportation. There is no fruit in it. There are some negative substances in it. I won't name them. So there are things of controversies going around. So people have shifted more to water. Then energy drink has come up. Energy drink is some category, once again, is now running into controversies. Milk drinks are growing. So this is how the overall beverage is. But if you ask me, my category, luckily, Rasna has been a leader in the powder concentrate category since ages. And I have got competition not from only Indian brands, but even from foreign brands, not once, but 3-4 times major competition, major launches. But still, Rasna has always remained the market leader. And that is because we have been always one above competition. More importantly, we have, before customer change, we know what the customer wants and we are future ready. I'll give you 3-4 instances of this year. Of course, this has been every year we have been ready. Now, give me 3 instances of this year. This year, we have launched a product called Rasna Himalayan Sharbat, which is India's first rose syrup with rose water, rose otto, and rose oil made from Uttarakhand. And natural product. Nobody in the world has such product. What is the price? Nothing. 165 rupees, probably 20 rupees off, 145 rupees. We are selling something like 30 glasses. Beautiful product, 3 rupees a glass, much cheaper than any of the colas of the world. And whatever we have made is getting sold off. In Ramadan, we have sold off almost everything. Innovative product, new product, rose. I think India should be known for Indian products. Take Indian, local, global. That's our Prime Minister's sort of message, and that's what Rasna has done. We have taken a product like rose and not only put it in India, but taken into the world platform by taking it global. Number 2, after COVID, huge amount of interest is in protein beverages. Every mother has started counting, mere bachche ko protein kitna de rahi. We have launched Rasna Protein Vita, which in the milk category has the highest protein content in a powder. And I think we are not, of course, in medicine. The medicines may have a doctor prescribed protein powder would have more protein, but I'm not on that. As a beverage, we are the highest protein content. And I think a lot of consumers are moving towards it. And that is available protein beta on all our D2C platforms. You can see on the Flipkarts of the world, on Amazons of the world, on my site. It is doing robust business. Number third, we have launched a product which you can see here, the 100 Rasna 100%, which is India's, the world's first product powder without synthetic colors, synthetic flavors, without preservatives, with full day supply of vitamin C, and with one-third sugar. So if a regular product is say 100 calories, we are only 66 calories. A lot of interest is in these products. So we are also ensuring that we have innovative factories open and we launch new products for the customer, so that the customer who wants better product shift to it. But that is as regards the urban centers or the educated customers or the people looking for this concern. That doesn't mean that for the masses we don't have product. For the masses, I have got a 2 rupee Aam Panna, 2 rupee Shikanji, 1 rupee Jal Jeera, ek ka do product, 10 rupee 10 glasses. So even our mass product portfolio has been increasing. So at one end we have a mass product portfolio, at one end we have a premium product portfolio. Both are growing is the way I like to put it.
All right, we get that. So you have a huge basket and you're catering to almost everybody in the market there. I also want to understand, as you spoke about as well, that you have way more products than what your competition does. But this is also an age where you have the colas and the canned beverages, the carrying efficiency, the Tetra Packs, etc. How would you say on how are you dealing with this? You mentioned about that there is an urban market and a rural market and a millennial and a younger generation as well. So what really seems to be doing the best within the category?
Of course, I have. See, as regards in-house soft drink is concerned, let me talk of out of the house. In-house soft drink is concerned, there is no brand in India which has got a concentrate without sugar, with sweeteners if you don't want sugar, available in flavors like rose, kala khatta, kesar elaichi, Indian, available in orange, mangoes, also of the world, available in strawberry, guava, mixed fruit, even passion fruit of the world. We are there in premium powder, we are there in mass powder, and then we have liquid concentrates also like fruit squashes, fruit syrups, and then we have milk-based products like protein vita, which is full of protein, honey vita, which is full of honey, once again in powder category. Then we have a powdered soup also for the winter. So if you ask me, one thing is for sure, be it in Bombay or be it in Erode somewhere, be it for the very rich millionaire or for the very small peon or someone working in the farmland, I have got products for everybody. So I am today what I call a beverage for India. And I think I'm very lucky because if you do any survey also, the Rasna has almost 100% recall. And the recall is quite even. Some products are very famous in Western India, some in Southern India. Rasna is a recall right from Kanyakumari to Kashmir and from Kandla to Assam. We have the same recall. Similarly for rich or poor, similarly for age group. So to that extent, we are the beverage of the country and we are very proud about that.
All right. While you've already counted on what kind of products you have and what you've added as well, right, from soups and beverages and concentrates and, of course, mixers there, is there more coming in pipeline that Rasna is looking at in 2024?
Of course, we are working. And I said that we are wanting to take this local, global in a very positive manner. And Rose is one instance. And we are working on more such Indian products also. One product which we are working on, which I talked about in Goa just a month back, was cashew nuts. I think enough has been talked about the almonds from California. I think Indian cashew also needs to be marketed abroad. It's a very, what you call, nutritious nut, especially when you make it into a beverage for children. So we are working on the Indian cashew, how to take it global. I just now said we are working on Aam Panna, Shikanji, which are our decades old or centuries old coolers at home, which used to drink. So we are trying to propagate more raw mango, Aam Panna, Shikanji, lime with spice, also India, abroad. So these are the type of ethnic products which I believe we are working on in a very, because I think the Rasna stands for India and India's our strength is these products. So I'm working on these products, if you ask me.
I have one final question for you, Mr. Khambatta, and this one is on the various reports of franchisee agreements that you're doing for manufacturing Rasna abroad. How is that going? What countries have you already done these tie-ups in, and what countries are in pipeline?
See, what is happening is, I just said earlier, there were various phases of India's growth. And Rasna has always taken full advantage of those. There was a pre-liberalization India where it was almost monopoly and Rasna was a monopoly, and of course we took advantage of that. The only product was Rasna for many, many years. Then came the liberalization bit. All the MNCs came in, and I was told 100% FDI has come in. If you don't sell off to MNC, you will be dead. And many of my friends who were family owned, they sell off also. I don't know what happened to them, but I am not dead for sure. And I think we have grown. So I think the MNCs gave us an opportunity to grow actually. So we took full advantage because it made us more competitive. Technologically, we came out with more products. We learned that how to fight MNC. It is part of IIM case studies that how we have fought with multinationals with better technology, better distribution, better marketing. Then came the rural increase of India. The rural story of India started when a lot of money went into the villages with all the schemes, Naregas and Maregas of the government, and the rural customer said, I also want a better quality of life. I want a better product. So Rasna was here. We said, okay, here is it, not one, two. Probably I have 10, 15 products for the rural India. We set up distribution hubs and spokes, and we went there. Post-COVID, I think India is now seen very, very positively as far as the global manufacturing base is concerned. And I've been talking about India's Make in India story to, let us say, a global story, food from India, not now, since last 10 years. In the YouTube or anywhere else, there will be hundreds of my own videos where I'm saying real India story is not India. Real story of India is Make in India for the world. Now, when we go there, Rasna has been taken the full benefit of that. We are available in 50, 60 countries. But in some countries, we do see that there are issues to do with high barriers, tariff barriers, transportation costs, logistic costs. Now imagine, Manisha, in one container is 15 lakh rupees. Some countries, the duty on it is 5 lakh rupees, and the cost of reaching the container is 3 lakh rupees. So 5 plus 3, 8. Container is 15 lakh. 50% goes in duties or logistic. How to save that? The way to save that is that we ship the concentrate and the local dilution is done there. And that is the type of arrangements we are working on, the franchise arrangements, so that we can ship out more of Indian concentrate. The local company probably dilutes the product with the local, what I call sweeteners, local water, packs the product by probably using local packing material. So the core of the product, probably the rose otto, the rose water, the mango fruit will come from India, while our foreign partners, so to speak, would be doing the packaging locally. So these are the type of tie-ups, but with Indian produce. We are not putting up units there for local produce. That's how we are working on this.
All right, Mr. Khambatta, thank you so much for joining us here. So we do understand that the beverage sector is on a surge, and high-protein beverages without synthetic colors and, of course, flavor seems to be doing quite well. And congratulations on you spreading your wings, of course, outside India as well. With that, we are heading into